Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Ma.
Merry Christmas, Merry
Cheers.
Christmas, listeners, viewers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Two Girls, One Plot. I'm Darcy.
I'm Hannah.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome.
Episode 5, I think.
Episode 5, Christmas, New Year special.
Yeah, we've another upgrade. Every time we've got an upgrade.
Every time.
And
we have
today,
lights. Look at these wonderful things.
we've got Christmas decorations. We've got new microphones as well.
New microphones. We have Christmas pyjamas.
Yes, we do.
Very exciting. And we have a cheeky Prosecco.
Yeah.
Because what's a bottle of fizz at Christmas?
Cheers.
We've already done it, but let's do it again. Well, I thought I would just start with another cheeky little update for you.
Oh, go on then.
Because we'll get to our book check-ins in a minute. Mm-hmm. In the last episode, I announced that we were indeed worldwide. And we were in 5 different lands.
5. That's more lands.
Oh, okay, now we're in 5 different lands.
Yeah, I think that's more than last time.
We are in more.
Great.
So, we have gone from, we did UK, United Arab Emirates,
Yep.
Ireland, Canada.
Yes.
We can now add to the list, this is off of TikTok, not Spotify, so I think it's more, varied. We are in Germany.
Germany. Okay.
The
Welcome,
Netherlands.
Germany. Welcome, Netherlands.
We are in the United States of America.
Yeah, we've done
broken the USA.
Yay.
We are in
Welcome.
Australia.
Wow.
We're in Australia. We're in Romania
Okay.
and France and Norway.
Oh my gosh.
But I just want to say that Germany is our second biggest country.
Really?
Hello.
Hello.
Willkommen.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Wow, that's great.
And it even breaks down into cities.
Go on then.
Okay, so
Where are our listeners?
I would like to firstly apologise for my mispronunciation. I never did German at school.
You did it for 1 year.
I didn't do it at all. So we are in Berlin.
I think that was the correct pronunciation.
Yep. We are in Hamburg.
Okay, good.
We're in Leipzig.
Leipzig. Okay.
We're in Munich. And we're in Cologne.
Wow.
I know. So
That's amazing. That's so good. It's nice to know that we're worldwide and that we've got a nice German following.
I love the
Very
German
welcome.
following. So maybe we should do some of this in German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be it.
That'll be all. Oh, I thought that was a very little exciting.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe like one more country, but no, that's...
No, maybe we should get a map
Yeah.
and we should...
Put pins in. How many countries are there in the world? Quite a lot. 130 something, is it?
How do you just know that off the top of your
Well,
head?
I don't. That might be not right.
More.
More.
Yeah, because like Africa is a lot of countries, isn't it?
Yeah.
195.
You weren't far off, babes.
195.
Love that. You weren't far off at
Okay,
all.
well, we're not far off either.
No, that
Only
is
180 so to go.
That's very exciting. Look at us. Who knew?
Who knew?
But not me. So yeah, let's do a little book check-ins. How are you getting
Okay.
on? Do you want to go first?
Okay, yeah. Well, I've got some good book check-ins. I've got
Good
some
book check-ins.
juicy ones today.
Yeah.
So, the official announcement that I have finished Alchemized, as I had hoped to do for this podcast.
Yeah.
I think I was about on 75% or something last time. So I have made it to the end. What a roller coaster. What a ride.
Yeah.
So I've got to tell you about my experience of the last sort of part of the book. Well, as a general overview,
Yeah.
I thought, very good book. It's hard to say I enjoyed it because
Yeah.
because of the themes
quite
in
dark,
it. It's
yeah.
quite dark. It's hard to say, oh, I really enjoyed it because it's not like a feel-good kind of read. But I guess I did enjoy the experience of reading it. It was something like different to what I've read before.
Yeah.
It was kind of a mixture of like fantasy, a bit of horror, I would say as well, and then like war story, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So really good. You really go on a journey with the characters in terms of like how they're feeling at different times, like that sort of dark, bleak energy is like, you imagine that's probably what the characters are kind of like feeling as they go through the story themselves. So I think Celine Yu did a really good job of kind of the imagery of the world that they're in, and also getting you to feel how they're feeling. So that's like an overview. So now this will be a spoiler to the point where there's no point reading it if you have this spoiler, because obviously this is a spoiler now for the end of the book.
Okay.
So be warned.
Skip
this bit now. I really enjoyed the last kind of 25% of the book, and yeah, I thought it was really good. I just thought it all kind of sped up. I felt like the middle portion, there was a lot of like back and forward, bleak, wartime. We didn't feel like we were progressing and moving forward.
Yeah.
And I get that was all part of the story, because it was all about like this, it probably feels never ending for them. So it's like, it felt a bit never ending as well. Anyway, all seems to speed up towards the last 25% of the book. And I just like in that moment where they do decide or are in a position to be able to escape and like leave, you feel like in any other book that would be a moment of like relief and like, oh my God, they're finally doing it. Because I at no point up until then did I feel like they'd actually get to that point. I was like convinced that someone would either die or worse, because you'd find out there's worse things than dying in this book. So when they do leave, I was like, felt almost like more anxious, like what's going to happen? Like they're obviously not going to have a happy ever after. So what now? And I was reading it, and I found myself like not properly reading it, because I just like had to know of like
So you sort of skimmed it a bit to get to
and in the end I was like, I wasn't enjoying reading it in that point, because I was so like, what the hell's going to happen? I was just thinking about that. So I actually properly skipped forward, like not even skimming it, like skipped forward. And you know how at the end of the book it's like 4 years time, 10 years time or whatever. And I had to like read little snippets to be like which characters are still alive and still involved, and to kind of know that they are still together.
Oh gosh, I bet you're really confused then. Did
Why?
you get confused? How far did you skip?
I skipped like right all the way to the end.
So did you not get confused by the people in the end? If you've
No.
only just left?
No, because I got to the point where they'd left and they'd met up with Leela.
Yeah.
Kane and Helena had met up there, so I knew that they were together in their island. But I was still like, I was kind of waiting for people to catch up with them and for it all to go wrong. So I just felt like I really wanted to enjoy that last bit of the book, because it had been so heavy, and I was like, can we all just be at peace now? And I was like, I've got to skip it. I've got to find out before I can go back to it. So I did. I skipped forward. I read the 4-year bit, a little snippet, and he was still there. I read the 10-year bit, and he was still there, as in Kane was still involved, and they were still together. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what happens, but I know they are going to stay together and they're both going to be there. So, so yeah, it all felt quite tense, quite dramatic. And then after I finished it, I was like, what now? I was like, okay, I've not really had that before, where I've got to the end of a book and been like, I don't know what to do now. Like, I don't know what to read. I don't know what to, how to.
You had a book hangover?
Yeah, but I've not really had a book hangover before, because they've, you know, often in the like 90% of books I kind of like come to a nice conclusion, be like a happy ending, or at least the books that I've read. So I've got another book check-in after that. So finished that, very traumatic, made it to the end, glad I read it.
Yeah.
I felt like, what do I need? I needed something lighter. I didn't want any spice. I didn't feel like I wanted anything like that.
What have you read?
No, I didn't want anything. I didn't want any spice. I didn't want. I wanted to come back to the real world. Actually, yeah, I wanted to like come away from the fantasy realm and come back to the real world, just for a brief pause.
Yeah.
Just to be like, it's not real.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could, you know, something light-hearted. And then I was just scrolling on Instagram, and I came across a post. A person called Book Grandmummy.
Yeah.
Had posted something, and she said, oh my goodness, I'm 11 pages in and this book is so funny and such an easy read, love. And I was like, okay, that sounds like what I'm looking for. It's called Happy Bloody Christmas by Jo Middleton, and it's basically a murder mystery.
Right.
It's quite short. I finished it.
Blimey.
So I read it in about 5 days, but
Yep.
I only read for a couple of hours or an hour or so before bed. So it's an easy, short read. And it was exactly what I needed. It was
a little refresh.
a little refresh.
Little reset.
It's just a little Christmassy
Yeah.
murder.
See, I love a Christmas murder.
Christmassy murder mystery. It's all set the day before Christmas Eve. There's a party in the house. Isn't really giving it away because it tells you this in the beginning, but there's a house party, and the next morning they wake up to find that someone's been murdered.
Right.
And
So it's like a whodunit.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little whodunit, a little murder mystery, and it's all set then on Christmas Eve. Like the whole book is just about Christmas Eve and then going into Christmas Day, and how like the police are a bit useless, so they have to try and solve it themselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just that story, but it's funny, it's light-hearted. It's not like there's no darkness in it at all. It's all just
even though it's murder.
Yeah, no, it's like
Oh,
yeah.
death.
It is quite light-hearted, and it's easy. I wouldn't say it's full of twists and turns and unexpected. I feel like I'd kind of worked it out about halfway through, but it didn't really matter because it was
still enjoyable.
Yeah, and I would say it was just a really nice one for this time of year. If people haven't got a lot of time to sit down and properly get into a book, especially something like Alchemist or some of those like big dark books, it's just a really easy one that you can like easily pick up, put down. If you haven't got much time over Christmas, you can just like dip in and out of it. There's not loads of characters that you're going to get stuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed that. It felt like a good refresh. I really thought it was good, and I definitely recommend it for this time of year. Real Christmassy, like it felt quite cosy, even though it was a murder mystery.
Even though it was murder.
Yeah. So finished that. That was only last night. Had a bit of a debate as to what to do next, and then I decided to go back into the Sarah J. Maas world because I'd read.
You're going through in a class.
Yes, I'd already read one of the books, so I was already on the second book, and I'd stopped halfway through it, or just over, about 60%. I'd stopped to read the worst book I've read this year, which was The Salt Path. I know I've mentioned it several times, but we can go into it one day as to why I thought it was so bad. But I stopped it to read that in time for the film coming out, which I didn't end up watching because I really didn't like the book. So I've picked up where I left off.
Well, that actually goes into my book checking.
Yeah.
We're in the Sarah J. Maas vibes.
Yeah, go on then. How are we doing?
So I'm still on Wings and Ruin.
Wings and Ruin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am on the last 150 pages though. And I did think, I could rush it, but then I didn't want to rush it because this last bit is now the big battle.
Right.
So I didn't want to rush it because I felt myself thinking, oh my God, I need to do it for Wednesday. And then I started, and then I felt, no, I need to, especially because of my dyslexia, I needed to actually take it in because I wasn't taking it in. I was just reading words for the sake of reading words, not actually what it is. But this book, I think, has been the best one so far. I do think we need to have maybe, if we do like a TikTok or we just discuss rating each of the books, hopefully before the next one comes out.
Yeah, like the best bits, the worst bits of each one, and give them a rate. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
But I think it's good that, because ACOTAR was so good, then Mist and Fury was even better. And so then I was because I really enjoyed the second one. And so then when I thought, oh gosh, where is this going to go? Because it ended on such a good bit. And then you're like, oh gosh, hopefully it will get really good. And then it only got really good once the Bat Boys came back into town. And oh my God, I have never, literally when I read, it was like, not a shadow and an Illyrian warrior, I was like, and Tom was like, what? I was like, they're back, Leia. I was like, oh, I can read again. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, the first half was actually really good. A lot has happened in this book, which I think is really good. Because the first one I think was quite waff. Then something really big happened at the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of setting the scene.
It's a lot setting the scene, where this one I felt was there was a lot of stuff has happened in this book. I realise why it's big, but it is really, really good. We have got Matt in the room, but he hasn't got headphones in, so I don't really want to say too much.
Don't want to ruin it for him.
Yeah, but we're on. So when the Bat Boys came into town again, I was chuffed to bits. The one thing I will say is I struggle, and it's icked me a little bit, is that the characters, when you're reading it, she'll say, oh, Ryson said this, and then it'll be, my mate said this. Or then they're talking about, is it Cassian?
Yeah.
And then it'll say, the Shadow Warrior or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, just call him by his name. I know what his name is. Like, why do you have to keep changing?
Referring to them in different ways.
Different ways. It's not like when it says, oh, Nesta said whatever.
Yeah.
My sister said this. That's fine. But it's when it's Rysand, my mate, the High Lord or whatever. And it's like, oh my God, just...
Yeah. Or maybe she's trying to like emphasise.
Yeah, but
like,
sometimes it's just a bit annoying because like...
I'm not having it.
You're just like, oh my God. And then I was so, like, I was reading, it was like Cassian, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like the Shadow Warrior, whatever he's called. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And I had to then go oh, wait, no, yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, right, okay, no, yeah, it's him. But, you know, just like, oh my God, just stick to one name.
Yeah.
That's it. And it happened.
Pick a lane.
Pick a lane. Choose a lane. And I think, other than that, it's been good. But I think it's just because, like, my brain was just getting a bit too confused. And it was happening a lot within like a few pages, so I was just like,
yeah,
what? I'm so confused. Just call him by his name. I was like, they're difficult names to read anyway. Why do we have to make it hard for myself by having more than one name?
Yeah.
So
just choose the one you want.
But regardless of that little ick, I've really enjoyed it. And yes, so we've got to the bit where she's gone off to find the cereal.
Great. Good.
And like they had a battle.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of calmed down. Mm-hmm. The wall's gone. The wall's gone. They went to see Elaine's fiance.
Oh right, yeah, back in the mortal land.
That was a big old hoo-ha. Yes, they've gone to there, had a big old battle, and now she's gone to find the cereal. Mm-hmm. But it's gearing up to the big battle is going to happen next. So that's why I've sort of stopped it and I thought, I'm not pushing myself.
Don't push it.
Because I'm on like chapter 57 or something, or 54.
She's a big gal.
Whatever. But there's like, I checked to see how many chapters there are in a book. And there's like 80 something.
What, in that book?
Yeah. But all these chapters that I'm reading now are like 2 pages long.
Right,
3 pages long. So
it speeds up.
It's speedy. But yeah, I'm liking it.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, I think it is the best way to do it, to not like rush through it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you won't take it in, and then, because the next one follows on from it, you'll be like, wait, what happened?
Well, yeah, Jasmine said, my sister said that I need to treat the Frost and Starlight, if that's what it's called, is it? As a little Christmas winter special.
Oh, well, that would be nice. So because I guess you'll probably finish this one in, like, before Christmas, maybe?
Yeah, I'm hoping to finish it within the next couple of days.
So you'll be able to then like pick that one up as the Christmas special. Yes. Perfect timing. Well done.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I think.
Great.
But I am really liking this book, and I thought nothing would be as good as the second one, but no, third one's pretty good.
Oh, and there's more to come.
I know, because apparently the Nesta and Cassian one.
I was going to say it, but I wasn't sure if you were aware that there was one.
This has been a big struggle, and for anybody who is about to read the series, I know a couple of people that are wanting to start it, there is no escape from spoilers.
Yeah, on social media, like people's reactions. Like
but even like, just, you got the reactions of it, but your phone knows that you're reading these books.
Yeah.
It just knows. And so then, like what I was saying to you before, I basically I've spoiled something for myself about Nesta. I had inklings that it was going to be this particular thing, but it was confirmed in a post, and I didn't even look for it. I literally was scrolling, you know, like Instagram now will be like, oh, a suggested post, and then it had an AI, I'm assuming it's an AI thing, an AI like art of her, and then it had the caption of what the spoiler was.
Right.
So there was literally no escape. So if you do decide, oh, sweet angel.
Yeah.
If you do decide to go onto Pinterest and check like the AI artwork stuff, because sometimes I do think it helps, especially if if you get a bit confused like I did with like, you know, the mask situation, I thought it was Halloween masks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then, and like big paper mache masks, then just like the masquerade masks. I think that it is good to help you sort of build an image in your head.
Yeah.
But you've so got to be careful for spoilers and just got to accept that you're going to be spoiled the book.
Yeah, you've got to, if you see it, you've just got to scroll past it. It's really difficult. Yeah, I agree. It's the same with me with Alchemize. Like, and there weren't any, I didn't come across any massive spoilers that ruined the plot, but all of the things about people's reactions to it, I almost kind of like knew what to expect from it because of that. So it does take something away from it.
Yeah, and I think for us it's quite difficult because obviously our algorithms have changed a lot over the past few months because now we're in BookTok and Bookagram or like Bookish community or whatever. So if you have a big, like, I think we jumped onto Alchemize quite quickly, and even then, as you say, there were some like spoilery type posts, but like with Alchemize, because it's been out for so long, I feel like when number 6 comes out, we need to just be like, bang, 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 drop everything, to have a week off and just read it so that we don't...
Yeah, because people are going to be reacting to that. There's people out there who are a lot quicker readers than we are.
They read them in like a day.
Whenever any of these like big books, these big, hotly anticipated books come out, there are people that will just literally take time off work to read them, which, you know, you do you, that's your passion, that's what you want to do.
I feel like that's what we have to do.
What, take time off work and
We're
read
going to
it?
have to book a day off work or a few days off work to read the 6th one.
I'm up for it.
Let's do it.
Do you know what I would like to do, and I think we've talked about this before, is to, you know how they do like the dramatic readings of some of these books?
Yeah.
I feel like we should listen to one together, but like do little like crafternoon, you know, like do... Because you can't just sit, it'd be weird to just sitting there like listening to the book.
How long would that take though?
We'd have to do it in several sittings.
Yeah.
I know people who do listen to it on like a slightly sped up pace, but I don't know.
I feel like that would ruin the dramatic.
Maybe, depends.
What I think we should do, what we could do is we could start it together.
Yeah.
Do craft, whatever.
Yeah.
And then go off and we're like, right, we're only going to read another 3 chapters. Read through chapter, then we'll pick up on the next chapter. I'm assuming it does chapter by chapter, right?
Yeah.
So we could do it like that, like sort of half and half do it.
Because me and Matt have been listening to some audiobooks because we do long drives occasionally if we go up to visit my parents or we've been down to Cornwall, and so some books will take a good 10-15 hours to get through.
So let's do that then.
Yeah, let's do it. Maybe that's something we can put on our list for 2026.
The list that keeps on growing.
Keeps on growing.
We now have a Christmassy activity.
Yeah,
is it Christmas activity?
No.
We have an activity by Hannah.
Yeah, an activity, organised fun. So last time we did Would You Rather.
Yeah.
So this time it's not that. It's just like a little. It's not a quiz. It's more of a game. Actually.
Oh, and there's props.
There's props involved, but it's okay for those listening on.
What are those hats?
No, they're just little bags. Oh. So what I thought we could do is we're going to play a game called Job Centre.
Okay.
It's called Job Centre, and what you've got to imagine is, you know, we're in the Akatar world.
Okay, yeah.
Time has moved on. Things are simmered down. Everyone's chilled. Yeah. You know,
we're just living our
lay of
lives.
the land is all kind of, you know, people are getting a little bit bored.
Okay.
They want to come over to the mortal lands.
Okay.
Fine, you can, but you need to, you know, contribute to society. You need a job.
Okay.
So if you're going to come and do a bit of a sabbatical in the mortal lands, and this is 2025 now.
Yeah.
What are you going to do whilst you're here?
Okay.
You know? So what we're going to do is we're going to assign jobs to our characters from Akatar. Yeah. What we've got to decide between us is whether we think that person would pass their 6-month probation. And if they do, then that's fine. They're allowed to continue their sabbatical in the mortal lands. If not,
bugger off.
They've got to go back home and they're never allowed back.
Right, okay.
Okay? So in your bag, you've got the characters, and in my bag, I've got the jobs.
Okay. I have no idea how to say that. Bryonix?
Bryaxis.
Who's that?
Bryaxis is that shadow monster that lives in the bottom of the library.
Oh! I just found out who they are.
I know, because you sent me a picture of you reading your book and I zoomed in to see which bit you were on.
Oh.
So I knew you would know who Bryaxis is. Well, this is going to be tough for Bryaxis to do well in whatever role this is. Yeah. Bryaxis is going to be a social media influencer.
Do you know what, though? I feel like there's a niche there.
Yeah.
There's a niche.
There is a niche, because I think people are going to want to know, like, what's
What-
your life experience is different to mine.
What are you?
So what are you doing?
Yeah. I think there's a niche there.
Yeah.
I think viral post, then you're happy
Viral
days.
after viral.
Yeah. So I think pass.
Yeah, I think pass. Actually, that's a good one for Bryaxis.
There you go.
I think they would go for TikTok, Bryaxis.
Yeah, I think so. Or they'd put it behind a paywall and on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Because it's quite, sometimes the content can be quite, much.
Wow.
So
Bryaxis
some
on
social media
OnlyFans.
platforms would probably take it down,
Yeah.
which then even more money.
Goodness me. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be a hard pass on whatever Bryaxis got. So that's good news for them.
Oh boy, recent.
Recent. Okay, come on then, Recent. What are you going to be? Recent is going to be he's going to be the next host of Strictly Come Dancing.
To be fair, he's charismatic. He's cheeky.
Yeah.
Pass.
Do you think he might make it all about him though?
I don't care.
Which, I mean, to
I'm
be
not
fair,
bothered.
that's no different than the current host in some ways.
Oh, meow. I think pass.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he might be a bit too
Yeah, but he likes doing that, like being the centre of attention.
bit main character energy.
Yeah,
That's what you need.
so
Yeah.
I think smash. Pass. Ugh. Tampon.
Tampon. Tam Tam, you are a
What?
divorce lawyer.
Pass. No, he'd fail.
He'd
Because well, depending on what side. No, he'd fail.
He would fail because
He'd fail.
we could have picked anything out of there and decided that he was
How
going
the
to
hell
fail.
did you pick that? That's so funny.
That's so funny. I think he'd have experience, but I think he'd let his emotions
Yeah.
drive his decisions, and he wouldn't think objectively about what needed to be done.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't think he'd even get 6 months, a week.
Oh, I'd give him an hour.
Really, yeah.
The cereal.
The cereal. Okay, the cereal. Oh my God, perfect. Nail technician.
Pass.
What better time to get the tea?
What the hell?
The cereal has got the tea.
How have you picked all these out for like the perfect people? That's so crazy.
That is literally perfect for the cereal because, speaking as two girlies who get the nails done,
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity to just
Get the tea, find out the 411, tell me everything.
I would go to the cereal.
100%. I bet it'd be good as well. But we could do that again. That could be if you want to see that game again, let us know what characters we should have or jobs that you want us to choose. So, I thought as this is our Christmas episode, our New Year episode, our last episode of the year,
Yes, it is.
I thought we could look back on 2025. It's been a big year for us.
Yeah.
We started this. I learnt how to read.
Yeah.
We have new dogs.
Yeah.
It's also awards season. Awards season. The Oscars. The nominations
Have
are
we
it.
been nominated?
I have been nominated, yes. The Good Read Choice Awards the choices have been choiced. They have been
The awards have been
chosen.
given.
Yes.
Right.
Sailing Yu has won for her first debut novel. Debut. Sailing Yu has won for the best debut novel for Alchemised.
Good.
For the Goodreads.
Yeah, I
Those
think
ones.
that's well deserved. I think it's very well written, something a bit different, very immersive. I
Yeah.
thought, great.
Did you know that the first version of this book she wrote while she commuted into work on her phone?
Really? She wrote it on her phone?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's mad, isn't it? That's crazy.
Crazy, considering how long
big
it is.
and the detail. So, yeah. And our another award is for Onyx Storm.
Oh, really?
What's her name?
Rebecca Yarros.
Rebecca Yarros has won for the best romantasy novel of 2025
Really?
for Onyx Storm.
Onyx Storm, okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people post stuff about people reading Onyx Storm and there being this whole big thing about it, but then not necessarily having read Fourth Wing or...
Iron Flame.
Iron Flame's the middle one. Yes,
Yeah.
it is, yeah. Yeah, so it would be super confusing if you jump straight to Onyx Storm having not read Fourth Wing or Iron Flame.
What, is that what people have been doing?
Yeah, because there's been this big hype about it.
Oh, but, okay. That's weird, because isn't it supposed to be a trilogy? Well, so far
It
it's
is a trilogy, yeah.
It's not the last book.
No,
Well, it is for now.
it is for now.
I did it with a series.
What, you read the last book
No.
before?
Yes, but I didn't realise that it was like the last book. It was like Me Before You or something, you know.
What, did you need to read You Before Me?
Yeah, literally.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's a story about like a man that has, I don't know what condition he has anyway, but he has a degenerative condition, and then there's like a girl that kind of takes over as like a carer, and they build a relationship.
Oh, it's a film.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, with Emilia Clarke.
I've not seen the film, so I
Oh
don't-
my god, the film's so good. And he goes to kill himself, but
Yeah.
Switzerland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realise that was a book.
Yeah, well, it's a series. So
Oh.
I think maybe the film is just about that book. But anyway, it refers back, blah, blah, blah. I read the last one, and then I read the first few, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh. Well,
I've actually got them as physical books if you ever want to read them.
I think that'd be a bit much for me.
Yeah.
Because I cried, just sobbed at the film.
Okay.
Well, I think that's a bit odd, because if there's been so much hype around Onyx Storm, you'd also then know that it's part of a series, wouldn't you? And it also, when you go onto Amazon or whatever, wherever you're going to buy it, like if you buy it online, fair enough, you don't go to... Well, no, because I feel like they'd have them all together.
No, they don't. Because I've definitely been into bookshops recently, and they don't. And I've seen Onyx Storm as like a display of it, and it has been on its own. So I can understand if people are reading it as a physical book, going into a bookshop, seeing that and being like,
Yeah.
this is amazing, this is like one of the best sellers of the year, Onyx Storm, and people just going, buying, picking it up and reading it, and then being like, wait,
What is this?
where's the
Yeah.
backstory? So I can see how that could have happened for some people.
Wow. That's silly.
Silly old Billies. I
Silly
wouldn't
Billies.
recommend it. Go back to the first one. Read
Yeah.
Fourth Wing and then get yourself to
Always.
the end.
I also thought we could look back on just this year. Mm-hmm. Big moves for us. But what has been your favourite book that you've read this year?
Oh my gosh, my favourite book that I've read this year is probably, I would probably have to say, and it's real basic, but it would have to be ACOTAR, the first one. Not because
You read that this year?
Yeah.
Oh.
I looked back at my Kindle as to what I've read this year, and I've read all of the ACOTAR series.
Yeah.
So that's 5. All of the Fourth Wings. Alchemized,
Yeah.
the one I've just finished, the Merry Bloody
10.
Christmas.
Yeah.
The Salt Path.
Yeah. 11.
And then there's a series of 5 books that it says I've read this year, but I think it was last year, and I think is messed up on my Kindle.
Oh.
So yeah, I think there was 12 books that I've...
That's
That's
good.
right, because I've read one of the Throne of Glass as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's... Wow. 12 books.
12 books. But I the reason I'm saying that ACOTAR would probably be my first one is because that's what started it all.
Right. So I was not going to lie. I was going to say the same thing.
Right.
Because it was it wasn't the beginning into me reading books, because it wasn't. But she's the one who started it all.
The
It was
romantasy
the
kind of.
romantasy vibes. But I didn't want to say that one because I wanted to be specific with the book.
Yeah, one that you liked. For the
Actually
plot
really liked. And I'm going to say my favourite book that I have read is Mist and Fury. Mist and Fury,
Yeah.
I think. Because it was the best book that I've had where I've gone, oh, I was so ready to pick up the next one.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was so much better than the first one.
Oh yeah. I definitely agree that the first ACOTAR, like the actual A Court of Thorns and Roses, is the worst one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I chose
She's
it more
the
for
the nostalgia.
Yeah, and I read it right at the start of the year, and I
Yeah.
thought I want to. Actually, I have to admit, I did say I want to read all of these books by the end of the year, and that's all, I think, 16 of them, which was all of them, all the Throne of Glass and all the Crescent City. I wanted to read them all by the end of the year, but I got distracted. I've read a good amount of books, but I've read Alchemized. That took a big chunk of time, so I didn't actually achieve what I'd said.
Yeah, but you've done
Yeah, and I think I also realised...
That's like 16 books.
It's a lot, and when you're in the same sort of world...
Yeah, you need a break, babes.
I need to take a break, and I think that's part of my personality in life in general, that I need variety.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I've struggled to maintain.
Yeah.
Just on the romantasy.
Yeah, no, I agree. What would you say is your peak and pit of 2025? Book related or non-book related, completely up to you.
Sticking on book related, I think peak of 2025. I have to say, I think getting to the end of Alchemized and then really reflecting on like, what do I actually want from a book, my next book, and not just kind of reading the next one in the series because it's the next one in the series, or like going for the same type of genre, or just going what's suggested on my Goodreads. I actually thought about what do I actually want to read next, and I was like, I want to come back to the real world, and I want something short, something fun, no spice, and I then really enjoyed the next book that I read, even though if I'd have just read that book, you know, at a different time in a different context, coming off the back of a different book, I might not have felt the same about it. So I thought that was like a real like learning point for me, is like, it's quite, you get more out of it if you properly think about what you want from your next book. So that was probably a peak.
What would you think your pit is?
That's easy.
The Salt Path.
The Salt Path. Can I just rant about this for just a minute?
Of course you can. Crack on. Let me get my drink. Continue.
I read The Salt Path because it was big film of the summer.
I don't even remember what it is.
It's a real true life story about an older couple who lose everything. They lose a house. They lose all their money, everything. They're bankrupt. They're homeless, and they decide to walk around the coastal path, which is like around Devon and Cornwall.
Right.
The coastal path. I can't remember how many miles it is. It's a big old path.
Yeah.
And it's about that, really, and it's about their journey and how they do it and their experiences along the way. Fine. Oh, the man has a degenerative condition as well.
Why do you're obsessed with degenerative
conditions? Yeah. He has one. A lot of people have them. He has it. It kind of adds to the story because it's like, you know, the troubles and
you
the
need
experience.
to do this now, yeah.
Yeah. As I was reading the book, and if any people are watching who came on holiday with me to Portugal whilst I was reading this book, you'll know I didn't enjoy it because I was going on and on about... I did not warm to the characters. Bearing in mind they're not actually characters, they're real people. I didn't warm to them. I was like, there's something off about them. I was like, I just feel like I don't like you, and I don't know why. And actually I figured out I do know why. It's because I felt like they were really judgmental and really scathing of a lot of the other people they met along the way that they talk about them, the way they describe them. I just felt like, you're really mean.
Okay.
And there was a bit where she was talking, because it's written by the wife, like the lady. Yeah. And I remember there was a bit where they walked past a caravan holiday park, and she describes it as being like a prison or something. And I was like,
she's never been to Butlins.
That's so rude.
That is rude.
That's really rude. Like, you're trying to talk about your story as if you're these amazing people and all selfless, going around on this big old walk. And then you're talking about that, someone's holiday that they've chosen, or, you know, their budget, that might be what they can afford, and they're having a great time.
People love a caravan. I love a caravan holiday.
Yeah, I was like, why are you being so judgy? And I just found like she was really judgy. It didn't add up for me, the story. Right. And this was before it all came out, that there's like other reasons why behind like why they lost all their money and stuff. They said it was to do with that they got involved in a deal that went, drugs. Well, they invested in a friend's business that went under, and they got everything taken off them. But actually, I think there was like theft and all sorts of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the ins and outs of what was proven and disproven. So, and then there were questions over whether the husband or the man had the medical condition that he said he did, and
Yeah.
I think they have produced like medical reports and stuff, but there was just a lot of controversy around it, around like how truthful is it?
Was, yeah.
But to be honest, for me, that wasn't even the problem. It was just their attitude towards other people that I just
like,
thought
can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I thought I'd stopped reading the Throne of Glass series to read that.
Did you DNF it, or did you?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I've picked it up again now. This is what I'm reading currently now.
The Salt Path.
No, I've finished with that.
No, you didn't. You DNF the Salt Path, or you read it all.
Oh, sorry. I read it all.
Right.
I read it all. Sorry, I was 60% of the way through the second Throne of Glass book. That's what I meant by
Right.
DNF.
Okay.
So I'm now back to where I left off on that one.
Right.
So I'm annoyed about it because it interrupted me from that as well. I feel like I wasted
Yeah.
a couple of weeks of reading for that. I've strong feelings about it.
Yeah,
But I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
Let me just have a little sip of my Prosecco.
I hate you. You're shit. Your mum's shit.
It's also because they're like real people as well, so you kind of feel bad saying it, but I'm like, no, actually, you did say some things in that book that I don't agree with.
They're nasty people.
Yeah, well, that's how they came across. Anyway, let's move on from that. What was your peak?
So I would say my peak, I mean, it's a bit wet, but I would say just being involved in the book talk community as a whole, because it's been so nice, like seeing it all on social media. I think because there's been various different areas that you and I have dabbled into, and I would say that the book talk and bookish as a whole has been the most community feel out of all of the ones that we've sort of experienced with. And I think it's been quite nice for us to get to be a part of it. And we're slowly getting there. We're, trying to get involved. I think we've made some friends now.
Yeah.
We've recently made a little connection with a couple of other ladies who are like our American twins.
Oh.
They've started a podcast. I need to think about what they're called. It's Bookish and Unqualified or something like that.
Oh, cute. Okay.
But they're just two girls that sit there, drink wine, and they talk about books. And I was like, they're literally us, but in the States.
Oh my God. So I actually, because you manage the social media, I'm just here for the vibes. I've not directly sort of had contact with them. So what have they been saying?
Oh no, we're not like friends, like pen pals, but as
they're
in
not going over
we
there.
found each other's content, and let me find what they're actually called, because that's probably
I feel like I recognise that name when you said it.
Overbooked and Unqualified. They're just two girls that just sit there with either coffee or they sit there with wine.
Oh, I like their name.
Yeah. If they're listening, hello ladies.
Hi. Oh, that's exciting for them. Well, we know it's exciting because we're doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that there's other people.
They're like just started, and so it's, I don't know, I just think it's quite like fun. But yeah, so I think it's been quite nice to see so many different people within the community all wanting to support each other and whatever. So yeah, overbooked and underqualified is what they call it.
Yeah.
That made me laugh because that's sort of what we were saying before.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, they're literally us, but an
Yeah.
American version. Another thing which I think has been quite cool is that the community they've been putting on or planning different events next year.
And I was going to say, actually, I think that's another good thing about the book talk and the bookish community is the fact that it's like, it's not just on Instagram, it's not just on TikTok, it's like across a lot of different platforms. And then it's also like in the real world as well, because it's all about reading. You're kind of part, the social media side of it isn't like the whole thing. It's just like that's the communication and the way to kind of interact with people, but actually it is based in the real world because people are out in the real world reading their books and the events as well. I think that's really good.
So there's an event, I think it's up in Birmingham or Manchester, I think it's Birmingham, that's just run solely by book talk creators, and I think it's free, or if it's not free, it's not expensive. So it would be interesting for next year for maybe you and I to go on a little adventure.
Trip.
Especially because that's not far, really, Birmingham, is it? It's quite easy to get to.
To be honest, Manchester doesn't feel far either, but...
Well, no, it's quite good for where we are. We're quite central, so we've got easy links to everywhere, the north and south. So I thought I think that's my peak, is just sort of observing the book talk community and sort of feeling a part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
My pit would be just me personally, not beating myself up if I don't stick to a schedule in terms of with reading, because to be fair, that's only for me, I set it for whatever, but I've tried not to beat myself up for not finishing like Wings and Ruin for today. And you know, this time of year is really busy for us anyway. I've done a lot of travelling in the past couple of weeks, so it's just been a bit much, and I did read on the way there, but on the way back I couldn't do it. It just wasn't me. And so my pit is that I haven't finished as many books as I wanted to, but I'm going to put a positive spin on it. I need to tell who am I comparing myself to?
Exactly.
At least I've read the most books I've ever read in my life this year.
You have. You've read more than you read last year.
More than
and the year before combined.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I think that's pretty much it.
Good.
But so we've looked back on 2025. Let's look forward.
Yeah.
To 2026.
2026.
So, something a bit fun. Do you have any like predictions in terms of like tropes that you think will be popular? So like last year, hockey and cowboys was like a big thing. Do you think that maybe another, obviously fae and fairies has just been popular for ages. I feel like vampires are making a comeback in 2026.
Are they?
I feel like that's going to be a thing, because there's this new, I don't know if it's new, but there's a series like Filthy Rich Vampire, I think it is, isn't it?
Okay, I don't know.
It's quite popular. Do you think there's going to be, what prediction do you have?
What prediction do I have around romantic? Well, I suppose some of those are just romance, aren't they? Not.
Well, they're all romance. Well, yeah, those are romance about the cowboys and the hockeys. But who do you think? What trope do you think will be like popular?
What I've seen a lot of calls for is more like strong female leads that are a bit older.
Oh.
So, because a lot of them are like, 19, 20, like young. I've seen quite a few people now kind of talk about like all of these female like main characters are quite young, in the early 20s, the late teens, and we want to hear from people who are like,
like us.
Yeah, in the 30s. And
I'm not there yet. Don't bring me
You're joining me soon. You're joining me very, very soon. But, people who may be like a little bit more established, you can still have that kind of, the energy and the it might be a slightly different type of relationship with male main characters, but I feel like that is what is called for. Yeah. And I know I would certainly be more interested in that, because especially reading like Fourth Wing and then like their male main character is like 26 years old, that does give the ick.
Because you're like ancient.
I'm not ancient. But I just kind of feel like you think of like people who are 26 or like around that age, like mid-20s, and you think, you don't know everything.
You don't know. You know nothing, Jon Snow. No, yeah, I get that.
So
your prediction / hope is that there'll be new releases that have a FMC that's slightly older.
Slightly older, a bit more about them, a bit more life experience, and kind of, I think that's what I would like to see. Obviously, that is very biased towards what I would personally find
that's
interesting.
What we like to see. It'd be interesting to see if it actually happens next year.
Fingers crossed.
My prediction is that I feel like I'm just going to go a bit outlandish.
Yeah.
A popular trope will be sci-fi, like aliens.
Do you know what? I almost said that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did almost say that, but
I feel like people are going to get sick and tired of the fays, the Fey world, and whatever, in that sort of
people
realm.
Are fickle, aren't they?
I feel like there's now a lot of alchemy. Obviously, that's a new popular thing. Witches, popular at the minute. I would like to see, just as something a bit left wing, sci-fi. Give me some alien
Sci-fi.
smut.
Yeah. But I think you could be on something in terms of like futuristic, because a lot of dystopian.
Yeah, dystopian.
Well, but like future dystopian, because I feel like a lot of the
Star Wars.
Kind of books and series at the moment are kind of almost set in what feels like the past, even though I know it's a different sort of universe, different thing. It feels like they're quite ancient in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah, something that's like modern or in the futuristic. I think that could be feels like a gap in the market. Maybe
Does.
I'm sure there's
Unless if you have any recommendations for those books, those types of books, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. I mean, it's not something that I don't know. I can't. It's not like, oh my god, yeah, I need those aliens. But for science, I could read one.
So this sort of leads on to my next question: is like New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
So my 2026 resolutions one of them is to try and read a book a month. My aim is to read 12 books next year.
But do you feel like putting a number on it? Do you think that might lean into the whole like feeling pressured?
Maybe, but I think I did 6 this year. And I started reading in July. And that's quite good for me.
It's really good. It's really good that you've read that. I'm just, from what you said before about like, that was your pit of 2025, about the pressure that you felt, that you put on yourself. So
true.
I think it's achievable and I think you can do it, but I just like, why, like, are you doing it for the right reasons?
Maybe not. But okay, well, my second one would be to try different tropes.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that I would like. I'm not wanting to go down the Pride and Prejudice route. You know.
Yeah.
I like seeing all the memes. I like watching the film, but I don't want to do the classical literature.
You don't want to. Okay.
I want to stick within my lane at the minute.
Yeah.
But I want to try different tropes. Okay. I want to try sirens. That's what I've said before. I wanted to read a book of Siren one. I've dabbled into the vampire world. Dabbled into the witchy world. And now we've dabbled into, I will be dabbling into Fourth Wing.
We've dabbled into alchemy.
We've dabbled into alchemy. So, yeah, I want to dabble into something, I don't know, a bit different. Maybe aliens. Maybe I can try one of the aliens. Do
you think you dabble into romance, not fancy, like the Cowboys hockey type vibe, whatever?
I might try it.
Try it and see how you get on.
I might try it before I buy it, try it.
Give it a little go.
Yeah, so I think those are my main 2.
Okay.
What about you?
My
I should have given you a warning about these questions. I'm really sorry.
No, that's okay. I can have a little think. So my goals for 2025. Well,
26.
God, yeah, I've not got much for the next week. 2026. So I would like to finish what I started with the Sarah J. Maas books. And so I think that's achievable. I think there's quite a lot of books in the Throne of Glass series. Then there's obviously the Crescent City as well. So I think I would like to finish them by the end of the year. Yeah. I'm not saying it's necessarily going to be one after the other, because I think I probably will want a break. I want a break here and there, and if there's like big hyped releases, I always like to kind of get on that, and what's everyone so keen on. I want to kind of know what's happening. So I think that will probably be my focus for the year, kind of going through all of those. And I think I would also like to go to an event,
Yeah, I definitely think that should be what we do next year. We find we found one, actually. Yeah. In the local area, a book fest. Yeah, I agree. I think we should
I think it'd be good to go. I mean,
Adventure time.
I'm not one of these people that's read so many books and knows all the authors and things, but I still would like to go just to hear people talk about it and what people are interested in, how people find different books. Yeah. And I think that would be another goal, to go to an event and sort of experience that and see what we get from it.
2026 is obviously going to be a big year for everybody. Hopefully we have the new book 6 of ACOTAR.
Oh, come on. Let's do it.
Hopefully. I also thought I would give you some other little headlines.
Yeah, go on.
Fourth Wing is in production.
Is it?
Pretty sure it's in production, or it's on to the next step of their production.
As a book or... sorry.
TV show.
It's coming out as a book.
It's a book.
A TV show. Okay. Like a live action or a drama?
A live action, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, we know that ACOTAR has been scrapped, but there's still hope. It's just that Amazon dropped it.
Right.
And Powerless, which is a big series at the minute,
is
getting a TV adaptation next year, apparently.
Right.
So I have actually asked that book for Christmas.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
How many are in the series?
I think 3.
Okay.
I'm excited to read those. I've also asked for Fourth Wing.
Oh, have you? Right.
Yeah. So I'm excited to read that.
Yeah, just the first one.
Just the first one for now.
I'm gone straight to Onyx Storm.
Well, because I've asked for them, because I've asked for them for Christmas, I don't know if I am getting a hardback or a paperback. So, and obviously I'll have it on my bookshelf. So if I get a paperback of Fourth Wing, then I'm going to get the paperbacks of the rest of them.
Yeah.
So I don't want, if I ask somebody for that, they get me a paperback, but Tom gets me a hardback of the second book. It's going to annoy me.
Right.
So I need the same.
You need the same one.
You know.
Yeah.
But Father Christmas, Fourth Wing, Powerless, and The Ascended.
Okay.
Which is by Greenwich and Lennox.
Okay.
It's really big. It's number one bestseller at the minute. It's like a big thing. Revenge demands in the ultimate sacrifice when twins Tyus and Thatcher are thrust into deadly trials of ascension. I think it's sort of like a Hunger Games-esque type vibe.
Right.
They'll navigate brutal competitions, forbidden desires. It's obviously a romantic book. Discovering some secrets that are worth dying for and other worth killing for. Also that for Christmas, because that is being recommended at the minute on the Book Talk. And it's one of 3.
Okay.
I've asked for those 3 books, so I'm looking forward to reading those.
Great.
Have you got anything you're looking forward to for 2026? Any upcoming releases that you know of?
No, I don't. I don't really know of any, if I'm honest.
You just get your information through me.
I get my information through you. Obviously, I know that there's supposed to be another ACOTAR, another Fourth Wing. Mm-hmm. So bring it on. But like I said, we've said this before, because we're new into it, there's so much already there that we haven't read that I feel like new releases would be fine. But I feel like, there's so much to still try that I'm not waiting for something new because the newness for us it already exists. So I think something that would be interesting would be a film or book adaptation of something that we've read. We could have a watch party. Yeah, we could.
That'd be cute.
So there's another exciting development coming in 2026.
Yeah.
That some people might already know because there's been some cross-posting on social media, but there is another side to our sort of business, if you like.
Our business. We're business women.
We are. So we've got a sort of calligraphy creative side as well. So for a little while I've been doing calligraphy and I wanted to do something a bit different with it. We've obviously started the podcast and it just kind of turned into a bit of those 2 things would go quite well together. Yeah. The books, the words, the writing, the calligraphy. It's all just come together.
It's all just together.
So we've sort of dabbled this Christmas and done a little bit of sort of Christmas markets, selling stuff of some of the calligraphy bits that I've made and that we've kind of thought about in terms of different products that we could come up with. Yeah. But we are going to properly merge those 2 things in the new year. So you'll see that across our social media, and we're going to, with that, do some different products, more bookish. It's going to be more bookish.
Yeah, we're
focused.
tailoring to the book girlies, let's face it.
We are, because that's what we enjoy.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, and you know, the stuff that we can do around, you know, accessories and like bits to go along with books, and people from the bookish community might be into that kind of thing. So we'll lean more into that. But basically, there's going to be a new side to what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting. And the calligraphy side of this is called Paper and Friends.
I'll put the...
Yeah, here it is.
Here she is.
Paper and Friends.
I'll put the logo there.
So, and it will be continue to be called Paper and Friends, but it's going to be a rebrand.
Yeah.
And the podcast is still going to be Two Girls, One Plot.
Yeah.
But yeah, linked together.
Yeah. So we'll still be normal, chit chat about our bookish
We're not going to get too big for our boots.
We're not going to get too big for our boots, but there will be an extra side to us.
Yeah, an extra element to it. Like, we're thinking of like products that would go along with books. So we're talking about like sort of bookmarks and personalised things, quotes from books, all those sorts of things that you might want to kind of gift to people who are like part of the bookish community, into all that kind of thing, and also you know, events, and be able to do that kind of, you know, attending events, doing the live calligraphy type stuff. That's what we're hoping to do, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think it's very exciting. We're not going to be pushing it in this podcast very much. Like we're not going to be going bye. Because
no, that's not what this is for.
No, it's just a sharing of what we've got coming up for next year, because it's very exciting.
Yeah, and it, like we say, it'll be linked and merged, and there'll be sort of like crossover, and on social media there'll be cross posting and things that you'll be able to follow.
So there's big moves coming from us in 2026. Very excited.
We are very excited, aren't we?
I'm so excited. It just feels right.
Yeah. No, it does. It feels like it's come together at the right time.
That's it, I think, for this year, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Well done.
That is it.
For a very successful 2025, and
this is episode 5. So how many episodes are we going to do next year? Who knows?
Know.
We are going to be more consistent.
I think about, you know, once a month that we've been doing. It feels about right.
Yeah.
So perhaps that can be our aim once a month. So that'll be 12, I guess.
12. Obviously, please go and follow us on all of our social media pages. I will put the links to everything in the description below. We are on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and Lemonade, even though we don't really know what that is, and I'm, you know, dabbling. And we're on YouTube Shorts as well, so if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see all of our YouTube Shorts as well. And I will also post our Paper and Friends links as well, so that if anybody wants to see the evolution of what's going to happen in the next
follow
weeks,
our journey,
please go and have a little look in there. And if you have come from this podcast to go and support that, let us know in any other posts. Say, I don't know, what do we say? Leave a pink heart on the last post. Yeah.
Let us know how you found us. It would be interesting to know.
I think that would be good.
How you came across us. That would be great.
But thank you, everybody.
Thank you to our German friends.
Thank you to our German friends. Everybody else in the world.
Our Canadian friends, our worldwide friends. We appreciate you.
I hope that you have a lovely Christmas, an amazing New Year.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is that you celebrate.
Have a wonderful time.
See you next year.
Bye.
See you on the flip side. Bye.